Okay, everybody, how you doing today? Today is a wonderful day. Today is May 1st, 2021, 3 days before my favorite birthday. Mine. Okay, make sure to say it again. 3 days before the most best day of the year, May 4th is coming up there. Somebody's birthday. Give you some hints right there. But welcome to National LiveScan Association LiveScan.Cafe. We can talk about a couple of things for today, get you guys to think a little bit different of certain things, and get the ball rolling. This is about fear of starting a live scan fingerprint business. I don't care if it's going to be procrastinations or things got in the way. Wherever it is, it comes with a couple of things. There's a fear of the unknown, not sure, things like that. So today's topic, once again, is about fear of starting a live scan fingerprinting business. Let me readjust my desk here for a few seconds here, get the chair all warmed up there, make sure I get things going the right way. All right, then. So we're going to talk on a couple of touch points about what is going on right now, what you're doing right now, what you think about doing, and what you've been saying a while ago, and still haven't done nothing about it as of yet. But it comes down to fear. And my perspective, and this is just my own personal perspective, I have to learn how to can we connect with you guys out there. One of my friends' name is Mr. Mavakala. Once I get to certain zones sometime in my head, I'm always using different reasons for not moving forward. And I'm not sure if I can say, but this is YouTube. Pretty much to make, let me paraphrase that before I say it a different way. Get your head out of the ground. Take your head out the sand and look around. I'm going to keep it politically correct for right now. Maybe next time I won't. But in so many words, he told me, JW, you're my boy, but get your head out of the sand. Quit tripping. Move forward. Take that energy that you're using for all these excuses. Use that same energy to move forward. I'm going to share my thoughts with you guys about that also. And it works. It's the truth. Sometimes we get in certain parts of life where things that happen or things might happen we're not aware of. We don't want to leave our comfort zone. We worry about what everyone else is going to say about that. And that's not how you should live life. You should live life with some type of fear. And I talk more about that as we go along in this particular streaming session right here. If you have any questions, please go ahead and post your questions in the comment section below. And we get to your questions at the end of this particular series here. So I do have some things to share with you guys, and it's very important for you guys to listen to this, take advantage of this, because this information is not always free, especially when it comes through me. It is not always free. So please take advantage of this opportunity to take down some good notes, get you going the right path, which is moving forward. Okay. Couple of questions here. I got them jotted down here. How many times in the past we had things we had to get done, but we just sat there? Found excuses. What it is, but we just sat and took no action. But the things that should get done, but you're kind of uneasy about it. How about sometimes you make a decision, something you just sit there and you're just biting your nails, just, I get back with you tomorrow. You're not sure. And by the time you come back, it's too late. You missed out on an opportunity. Or how many times you just don't want to take that chance to move ahead? Are you not sure of the unknown? That's what's called the unknown. You're not sure about it because it's the unknown. But we find these different situations popping up from time to time in our life on a daily basis. Every day, different scenarios popping up there. We have talked to tons and tons of folks who eventually joined the association who contacted us years ago, and finally in year 2021, 3 or 4 years later on, they finally decided to move forward. Because the same fears that existed then still exist today, but they got the right encouragement to do the right way and move forward. So when you guys contact us, we keep getting notes for you guys to make sure you're taken care of. But we get calls a year ago, 6 years ago, a while ago, my case may be. Now they decide to move forward. Where the case was then, most likely it still exists now, but things change in life that force them to face reality. And that's going to happen. So what are you scared of? Are you scared of starting a business and failing? Having the feeling of uncertainty? Scared, I can't say it like my daughter says it. I'm going to say scared of folks talking mess about you? What are you scared of? Are you scared of the perception of the high financial cost of getting started? And these are perception and quotations. It will cost too much to start fingerprinting business. Oh, I saw on YouTube, I can't make my $50,000 per hour like I saw on YouTube. I could get done selling something else. Whatever it is, those are excuses that get in your way of leading towards additional income for yourself and or for your family. Use those excuses and change it over to a different perspective. Take action. Take action. The fear of starting a LiveScan business is within ourselves. I'm going to share some things with you guys along the way here, little quotes I picked up, I wrote down in the past, but this one kind of stood out for me. Entrepreneurship is no longer a luxury. It's now a necessity. Okay, and I think that was spelled wrong. Take that off there, get that fixed. But pretty much entrepreneurship is no longer a luxury. It's a necessity. You need to get that acknowledged. It's a necessity. Now we're gonna have some guest speakers pop in here along the way here. And I got one right now that's been knocking on the door right here. You guys might remember from the last session he talked to us about maybe like 2 weeks ago when he became an instructor for us here. Thanks you guys vote on and your positive feedback on here. I'm gonna go ahead and right now add him to the session. This is one of my cool friends. His name is Warren. I'm calling Warren C, but the man got some skills right there. Warren, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing all right. Can you hear and see me okay?
Yes, sir. Well, you see the dog in the background too. So that's a good thing right there. I love German Shepherds, by the way. I love German Shepherds. We're talking about people finding fear of not starting a LiveScan business. And I remember when we first met years ago, you didn't have too much hesitation getting things done. Anything you want to share with folks about the fear of starting things differently? You did a lot of things and a snap of a button to get things done because you're the type of person that takes immediate action yesterday, not next year. But anything you want to share with the audience out there about the fear of starting a LiveScan business?
Oh, absolutely. Hello, everybody. Welcome to National LiveScan. Yes, I started with National LiveScan and JW about 3 or 4 years ago. And with the fear, I did have a fear, but I didn't show it. Because when you're starting a business, you know that you have that fear of costs and how much your investment will be. And that kind of fear is what drove me. I knew things would cost money. I knew things would take time to get the business going. And I knew I had to be patient. So for me to get over that fear was knowing and accepting what I had to invest and knowing what I had to get into to make that business succeed. So I've been going now, sink or swim now for about 3 years. I landed some pretty good clients, but then again, I have my slow days. So it does sink or swim or seek feast or famine. But if you guys can get over that fear, which is going to be tough, is just knowing and accepting the amount of money you have to invest, which is very moderate compared to other businesses you're starting up. Because back in 2017, I looked into other aspects of starting my own business, like a franchise, a UPS store or a FedEx store, and things like that. And the cost to invest in those businesses really was well over the reward you get, trying to make sure you can get things going with that. And then when I stumbled on National LiveScan and fingerprinting, the investment was moderate and I had the money to invest. and I just moved forward, and I put that fear aside, knowing and accepting. You have to accept what you are getting into and knowing what's involved, and that really helps get over the fear in starting your live scan business. Yeah.
But the fear, a lot of folks out there have day jobs like that too, and you were able to work both of those revenue streams for you guys' family work. They're pretty good. But why did you pick fingerprinting versus something else? May I ask?
What do you mean? Why did I pick?
Why did you choose? I know you're entrepreneur to your heart, but why did you add fingerprinting as additional stream of revenue to your business? Why did you add fingerprinting?
Oh, because it was something I took to, and I learned it thanks to you, JW, relatively quickly, and it was something I actually enjoyed doing it, and which helped a lot. And yes, I do still have my other job, and I do still work that. But it's that joy that I had actually doing a fingerprint and knowing that people are coming to you to get a very important aspect of their life done and relying on you to get that, because your fingerprints that you do take of them do have the possibility of being denied. And when you create those fingerprints, or when you capture those fingerprints, and there's a successful FBI background check, or submitted to Florida, everything is successful, or they get the licenses that they needed based on the fingerprints that you captured, it is fulfilling. It is very good to hear that you took those prints and you got them accepted. I had a very difficult fingerprint client about 3 weeks ago. JW, I mentioned this. She had pterodactyl syndrome. And if you can kind of picture, her hands are very swollen.
Wow.
Imagine your big toe. Imagine having 10 big toes. That's how her hands were. And she had multiple surgeries, over almost 30 on her hands.
Wow.
Capturing those prints were very difficult because she was trying to get her hazmat license. And she needed that FBI background on that. And to be able to capture those prints the first time was very fulfilling. So that kind of thing also motivates you and to get over that fear.
That's true.
Yes.
One thing that I share with folks sometimes is about people look for additional revenue streams for different reasons, but they have fear in taking a chance in doing it. I tell folks, you look for fear, you deal with fear every day. When you need income, you can get off your tail, hopefully get off your butt, get out there and start employing for work. Look for some type of opportunity to bring some revenue for your family. I don't care if you try to start your own business or trying to get a pay raise at your current job. But even having a job, sometimes there's still fear of the unknown. There are states out there called like at-will states, like in California, for example, where the employer could let go of anybody for any reason whatsoever or have no reason at all. And right now with COVID-19 going on, a lot of folks lost their income. They lost their job, or the job got changed up so much where they cannot receive the same income they received before, or anything like that. Or perhaps what if a person put so much into a job they had for years, looking for that big promotion, all of a sudden now they got their walking papers and they have nothing else to rely on. So I tell folks, it might be perfect today in this environment, even though it's kind of bad right now, but some folks are still fortunate to have a job, but the job might not be there tomorrow, or you're about to retire, or you just, have a kid coming. And that's the fear by itself also, Hey, I'm scared to start a new business. I was kind of, well, I'm not going to admit it, but I was kind of put on high alert on my military skills about being a father years ago. You know, it was the fear of the unknown. But I couldn't say, you know what? I'm not going to be a father. I changed my mind. Now, some folks might do that, but that's not how I was raised. So I accepted that fear, that challenge, and moved forward with it. You know, my kids still growing up. There's fear every day for them step outside the doors, you know, the crazy world. But you can't stop them from doing that. They have to still grow up. So there's a fear with that. You just got to work with it. So I tell folks, if they're trying to start their own fingerprint business, I share with folks, you know, of the unknown, do it anyway. You know, walking across the street in some places in LA, you know, you might try and get hit, you might get hit by a car, or it might be in New York trying to walk across the street. You better run. You better run across that street, because the fear of you being, you know, tackled by the car or a taxi driver or something like that, you just don't know. You know, so there's always fears. For me and yourself, sometimes that we get people to fingerprint and they have those hands of difficult finger to capture a fingerprint, there's some type of uncertainty there, a little nervousness, being nervous there. But they come to us for that service, you know, you feel comfortable enough to do the best prints possible, knowing they came to you and they were lucky they came to you, because most other places want to get the same type of high level of service. So despite your feelings and how you felt about the client not being the easiest one around, you moved forward and carried it through. You made your client feel comfortable. That I already know. That's a given. I know how your work ethics are. So that person that came to you with fear of being treated badly, I promise you, and those listening to this video right now, this session right now, she left his office feeling extremely comfortable with positive esteem, no low esteem, self-esteem, but higher self-esteem when he left the office. Not going for other folks we train too. When people leave their offices, trained by us, the applicant leaves a lot more comfortable than they did first coming to them. That's something we push through other training programs. Anything that you want to share on that one there? Nothing? All right. Another thing I'd like to share with folks out there, some folks have the fear of flying. They have a fear of having a child, like I mentioned myself. They have a fear of hosting their first Zoom meeting or something like that online due to COVID-19, but it still had to get done. That baby's still coming. You still get to host that Zoom meeting for your team to show them how to use the services you just learned the night before. You know, the fear, some folks have the fear of driving on the highway, but they still have to drive. They might not take the highway, but they still have to drive. I'm trying to say is we encounter fear on a regular basis, but we still have to move forward. It's part of life. You have to accept it. Living life is dealing with fear. That's the best way I could put it. Let me paraphrase that right here. Every day we encounter fear and risk on multiple levels, but that fear does not always stop the process of getting things done. Take that same concept when you start your own live scan fingerprinting business. Don't keep waiting and finding excuses. Excuses will always be there. But the client that might come to you tomorrow won't be there if you're not open up the next day. A client you might have had to bring in some more additional revenue won't be there if you keep trying to figure out different reasons why you should not start fingerprinting. Warren mentioned to you earlier on the day, there's different things you could do in starting fingerprinting. There's different type of business investments you could do. He started off like most of us did, doing ink card fingerprinting. And that's a very, very, very low business investment. We ain't talking thousands and thousands and thousands, $50,000, nothing like that, or $10,000, nothing like that, or even $5,000 to start an ink card fingerprinting business. It's low business investment. And that revenue comes in, helps supplement your current income. It's very important to take that into consideration and move forward. Now, people are going to fall down. I fall down. Everybody falls down. But we get back up. Don't let life keep pushing down all these excuses. You get up and you move forward. If you fall down, you fall forward. Kids learning how to walk, they fall down all the time. But you know, look around, they're getting right back up. Rushing over someplace where they shouldn't be at, trying to put something in their mouth that shouldn't be in their mouth, but they're trying to stand up real fast to get there before you catch them. Kids, when they're growing up as newborn babies, fall down all the time. But you know what? They get back up. There's no fears at the time in their life saying they should stay down on the ground and don't crawl. It's in our body to move forward. It's in our blood. It's in our DNA to stand up and move forward. Don't let these new excuses that you accept in your life keep you from doing that. Don't accept them. You're going to have nervousness. Everybody does. But that's a good thing. Use that energy towards the benefits you and your family. And I know I'm trying to keep this a low 20-minute call like that on some video session, but this is important for everybody like that. Warren right here, he does not stand still. He doesn't stand still. He's always on the go doing different things. Now let that smile fool you guys that this man is vicious out there. He's a hustler. He gets things going. I'm trying to tell you. I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. Now let that smile fool you. He's all about getting things done for himself and his family and always moving forward. Jumping in time, Warren, another thing about fingerprinting, sometimes you might have to change your job. And you also have fingerprinting services. You pack up your fingerprinting kit, you take it to your new location, your new city, your new state, and start fingerprinting right away while you look for another job, just in case you lost your job or you had to transfer or you had to move, whatever the case may be. You still could take your fingerprint business with you. That's if it's in cards. Let me clarify that. If it's in cards in most of the states, you're okay. Now, if you're doing a live scan for your particular state, you just can't pick up the live scan business and be in a different state and start doing live scan for a brand new state. That's not going to happen. So I'm going to have to clarify that right there. Refer to just in-car fingerprinting, where pretty much that's a mobile fingerprint business. I don't care where you move to, you always open up your kit and start fingerprinting right away while you're looking for additional revenue for your household, or while you're selling in at your new job, whatever the case may be. You can take it with you for in-car fingerprinting, but not all type of live scans you can take with you. Question about that there, become a member, call one of our member advisors, and we get you squared away. Some people think about, well, I don't want to do live scan now. I thought about it before, but everybody's doing it. What makes me different from them? I don't want to do fingerprinting, in-car fingerprint, because I saw on the YouTube session that Warren is the same state that I am, and he had the big fat contracts, and they like his smile, and you know, his beard's better than mine. Like, I'm getting my beard isn't coming one day. But whatever it is, those are a bunch of excuses. You know, you should be happy he's in your state. Really. You should be happy he's in your state. I mean, there's some money to be made in that state. Now, he'll collect all he can, but he only can hope for so much. That's enough for everybody out there. But don't procrastinate. Quit accepting reasons not to move forward. Use opportunities to take advantage of what's going on. When one company goes down, one company goes up. Even during pandemic, a lot of businesses shut down. We do understand why. But for those who stayed open, they did things the right way, their revenue increased, offering fingerprinting services. I mean, I could go on and on and on, Warren. You know, yeah. I could go on.
Yeah, and exactly. And not only do you have your ink fingerprinting, you can add other aspects to expand your business. Like I did. I added process serving. I added skip tracing. I added notarizing, things like that. Mm-hmm. In addition to just fingerprinting. So aside from fingerprinting, you can expand, I guess you can call it investigative services. You can expand on that. So a tough part of the aspect of fingerprinting also is you can look into Swift fingerprinting, the secure web fingerprinting there, and you can fingerprint there for high-end security positions. So that is another aspect that you can do for it. And right now I'm in application to do the TSA. So I don't know if I'll get approved, but I'm in the midst of applying to them to see if I get approved so I can do the TSA fingerprinting. So there's other aspects you can expand on what you want to do. And even if you do land that big client to do ink fingerprinting or live scanning, that would be great. You can just concentrate on that. I would look into other things as well, like
Yes.
myself, look into process serving, look into skip tracing, look into notary, just do other aspects to expand in your business. As well as I still do my other job, so I
Hmm.
still have that. And you just, since it's your business, you control when you want a fingerprint. So,
Exactly.
so I try to schedule it, even though I have an office. I try to schedule it where I lump all my fingerprints into a Wednesday and Thursday. So I
Workflow process. That's pretty good. That's called block scheduling. That's a good workflow
thanks.
process. Yep.
Thanks. Yeah, I just try
Yep.
to lump them all together on those 2 days. So, and then of course you can work on your marketing. JW is helping me now. I'm working on my marketing, and marketing is key because you can have that great business of being fingerprinting, but if nobody could find you, you're not found on Google, you're not found on Yelp, you're not, nobody could find you, then you won't get any business. So the key is marketing. I didn't realize how important marketing was when I was in college, but when I got out and started the LiveScan or the ink fingerprinting, I realized how important marketing is. I mean, you have to have that website. You
Yes.
have to be able to be seen on Google or Yahoo or Yelp. They need to find you. I've looked into also if trying to register with Alexa to be on the voice
Really?
aspect of Alexa. Yes. So I've looked into that to see if I want to be found on Alexa. So again, moderate, very moderate investment into your business. So you have to invest a little bit on a website. You have to invest a little bit, on getting in Google and Yahoo and Yelp. But it's what you put into it is what you'll get out of it because it is your business and you have control. And how you
Man, I agree with that. You're absolutely right. Um,
okay.
I'm having something. This is my next key point, and you're right there on this one here. So let me paraphrase this a different way here. What Warren just said, but from my perspective, is your business sucks. If your business sucks, it's because of a business person. If a business sucks, it's because of the business person or your business. If you suck, your business sucks. That's the best way to put it. So if your business sucks, it's because of a business person. You suck. Your business is a reflection of you, nothing more. Like Warren said, you put into it what you get out of it. So you have to keep growing your business. Don't blame the business or the company is bad here, or nobody's buying my shoes here. Nobody's buying JW's afros, nothing like that. It's because if your business sucks, no, you're the business. It's your organization. You're the CEO of your organization. If that organization sucks because of you, there's no excuses. Don't be nervous. Be nervous. It's okay to be nervous. But your butt sucks. If your business sucks because of you. So don't find these excuses. Well, JW said if I have a bad business, it's going to suck. It might suck. I don't know. But I'd rather for you try it first and see, and then have a game plan too. Worst come to worst, you got some type of education in here. But don't sit there all day long and picking on your toes, playing with your fingernails, where the case may be. Don't. Take action. You need to take action. That's the best thing to do. TJ, thank you. Think outside the box. Warren, thank you. Think outside the box there.
Mm-hmm.
You have to realize, I'm going to say this a little bit differently for a lot of folks out there who don't know me personally. Warren knows me quite well. We speak almost every week on a regular basis there. A lot of people make their goals in life. And I think that's the bad thing. A lot of people achieve their goals in life. And I think that's a bad thing to achieve all your goals. My position is if you set low goals, you're going to stay at the low point in your life or that particular level. I'm not going to call it a low point, but a particular level. Set higher goals. You're going to miss some. Aim for the moon. If you miss, hey, aim for Mars. You must be amongst the moons. Forget the moon now and go towards Mars. Everybody going to Mars now, so let's aim for Mars. Wherever it is, don't just be comfortable where you're at. Warren is not comfortable. He just told you guys also out there, he's doing other things. He shared some nuggets with you guys, which I'm not going to expand on this particular session here, but you might want to go back and play this video again and write down some things he said that he's doing. So I'm not going to tell you how to do it. Become a member, get active with us. We share some things with you. We share some opportunities with you. But he shares some things with you that he's doing right this moment to grow his organization. Not a business, an organization. So I'm just trying to keep it real out there. I'm just trying to keep it real. That's right. See, TJ, we all there. TJ's taking all of our training programs also. She should be getting a certification next week or two, if not before.
Congratulations.
Yes. We want to get this certification out the way, but I tell you what she's doing right now. She's not waiting for that certification from us. She's doing things right now. She's been planting seeds day one and before then. She was already starting up her fingerprinting endeavors before she even contacted us. She already knew what she wanted to get done. She didn't hesitate. She had all these questions, but she got the questions answered, but she kept moving forward. Same thing with Warren did. Questions coming in, answered, kept moving forward. So while she's learning, she's still adjusting the back, what she's done already, but she's also moving forward. So those folks who know TJ out there, I'm sorry, Tawana Johnson out there, she ain't playing around. I'm just trying to keep things real. I'm trying to keep it real. You have to stay uncomfortable. You have to turn up the thermostat. And with me, if you plan to roll with me, so I get to pick and choose who I train. I'm being honest with you folks out there. I get to cherry pick who I get to train with. A lot of folks don't have the chance to train me, but we have plenty of good instructors out there. But my schedule is pretty much full teaching more larger corporations. But once in a while, if I have time, I work with a group of folks myself. It's a bit more intense. But you have to keep moving forward. And don't wait, well, I want JW to teach me. No. You get off your butt, take the training, move forward. Move forward. That's the best way I can say it. I just have to keep saying that you have to move forward. What's something else I want to share with you guys here? And this is very important. And Warren mentioned this too. Warren took as if he read our minds out there. But in this business, your business is very unique. Your business is your fingerprint. Your fingerprint is your identity. So I saw somebody here said this before. I'm trying to paraphrase what they're saying. This business is your unique fingerprint. Even though it's a fingerprint business, this business is your DNA. It's who you are as an individual. You're not copycatting everybody else out there. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Your identity, your dream. This business is who you are. It's your dream that makes you very unique out there. Everybody else is doing fingerprinting. Everybody else is doing notarizations. Everybody else is doing immigration work. In my case, everybody being a physician, who cares? But what makes you different from them is your unique personality, your value you bring out to the world. The world, understand the world doesn't want this. The world needs this. They need your business uniqueness. Okay? They need you guys to be unique. So don't have the fear of thinking that, well, I can't copy them. You're not copying nobody else. This is what you're doing. What you bring to the table, what you bring to the world is important because that's who you are as an individual. Okay? There's plenty of folks out there making cars. Plenty of folks out there selling hamburgers. You go down the street, there's a McDonald's over here. Oh, I can't show my hands, so let me fix this for a second. Here, change this lamp for a second for us. All right. Oh, I forgot to change the background. I like these fancy buttons here. Sometimes anytime I press too many buttons, I just like pressing buttons sometimes. It keeps me feeling kind of good. But pretty much, there's a McDonald's over here. Right across the street, there's going to be a Burger King. There's a Denny's There's the Sizzler. I don't care what you guys have over there. There's going to be Popeye's chicken. There's going to be a Fat Burgers.
Chick-fil-A.
Okay? Let me keep it real. You guys need to hear me. There might be a Popeyes over there, but there's going to be a Fat Burgers over here. They're all selling hamburgers, but it's a unique perspective to bring to the community, to bring to the world. So same thing with your business. So get your head out the sand. I would say something else. No, let me get your head out your butt. I'm going to say it. Now, I might get in trouble now with Arlita later on because she's a compliance officer, but this is YouTube. This is a live streaming session. I can't beep it out. I just said it. Get your head out your butt. Take those excuses and use those excuses as energy pills to find opportunities to move forward. Please, I don't care if it's going to be fingerprinting or anything else you do out there, quit letting the folks dictate your lifestyle. Don't let their excuses be your life. Life is dealing with fear. Life is taking challenges. Life is living. Okay? Now, there's certain things you shouldn't do, of course, but do things within reason that helps produce you income for you and your family, where it's legal, of course, to get things going the right way. You just don't want to wait for somebody else to. I'm going to see what Warren does first. Okay, Warren did it for a whole year. Okay, so he made all this money here. But I saw someplace on YouTube where the company's going to go bad, or I saw some Wall Street ticker where the stock market is going down. I'm going to wait next year and see. Next year, Warren's growing again. By the time you get off your butt and decide to do what they do, you might have lost that opportunity. And that particularly, you have to build your seeds along the way. Plant your seeds. But don't sit there and do anything. Now, I can say a lot of things right now. I'm just trying to keep it real. So please, when you guys contact the National LiveScan Association, we're going to know if you contacted us before. And if I'm on the phone with you personally, and I see that you contacted us last year, my conversation is very limited. What course you're going to sign up for? I don't want to hear all your reasons for what happened in the past. Things do happen. Heck, it's COVID-19 going on right now. How bad can it get? You're still alive because you called back. I just want to know from you when you're going to register, what courses, and how can get you there quickly as possible. Not to give us a bunch of more excuses. Well, I checked with you guys last year. I'm looking, it was 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. I see this all the time. So when I get the calls from you guys, and right now they got me on the phones a lot, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to give you that serious, tough love. And you won't get a D-. I'm going to tell you that now. You're lucky you get a D-. I'm teaching the class. Because I've identified one of the folks to keep giving excuses. I wish you the best. You'll be talking to Arletha. Now, she's a good lady out there. She has a big heart, but she doesn't play. She's a compliance officer. She's not here right now. She can't defend herself. But some folks didn't meet the cut. Some folks didn't get the certification. There's too many excuses they had. Once you go to them, deuces. I'm just keeping it real right now. You need to get this stuff going. You quit finding excuses. Find opportunities to take care of this. That fear is always there. Just use it to your advantage. Warren, I know I kind of talked a lot right now, man. Jump in, please. I'm going to go ahead and take myself a LiveScan.Cafe break here. But Warren, please share your thoughts right now. I'm about to go deep on these folks. They don't know us. They don't know the association. We keep it real here.
Yes, that although I didn't show my fear, I had the fear. Because you're looking at a business, investing all kinds of money, and then if that business fails, what happens? You regret it. But the National LiveScan will put your feet in the ground and get you started, and then you have to do it yourself. You have to make it. Decide what training you want to take, how you want to go about in learning, what aspects of fingerprinting do you want to achieve. I saw all the opportunities and the different trainings, and I knew I wanted that. I said, okay, I'll invest in that and put that money into it. And then I looked into, I have to get an office. So I had to invest in that. I had to look into paying rent and utilities and internet. So I knew there was an amount of money that I had to put in, and I was willing to accept that and to take that chance. And I knew that I am the one who makes the business. I am the one who needs to market myself, get myself
Yes.
out there, and I am the one that needs to have that web page so I can be seen. Um, I need to be in Google, in Yelp, in Yahoo, where I can be found. You want to be able to be found. Um, of course, JW mentioned other app people that are within you, or even our biggest competitor. Let's say Identico. There's a lot to compete with, and how do you compete with that? But there are aspects that National LiveScan does that Identico doesn't, and you need to target on those. And
Yeah, we keep it
with that,
real.
I mean, keep it real. Yes, I mean, I have where my office is. I have Identigo 10 minutes away from me. 10 minutes away from me, and my sister company with Arletha, we were in the same state. She was what 2 hours away from me.
Yes.
I mean, we could literally have the same client, but I was on the border of Texas and Oklahoma, and then National LiveScan approved me, like JW mentioned. Live scanning uh, is you can't just pick up and go. So live scanning approved me for going to Oklahoma, and that's where I'm at now. I'm a little bit away from our Letha, but we're still within each other. You know, we're within 3 hours of each other. So we don't worry about, I don't worry about competition or um, sharing clients or stealing clients. There's so much companies out there, and there's so many different clients that need fingerprinting, and there's so much to go around. And yes, you have that fear of competing with each other and competing with people like Identigo. Um, but you just need to get over that. You know, you need to get over that fear. I mean, there's aspect I worry about because of rent and utilities that I have to pay. That am I going to make enough this month to even clear that, to break even? You know, there's all that fear is always going to be within you, but that aspect of fingerprinting and the fulfillment and the satisfaction you get of doing the job uh, outweighs it. Because you can look into it and say, oh, I want to do this now.
Hmm.
I want to process server now and add that, you know, and that outweighs it. So it is tough to get over that fear. I had that fear, but I didn't show it. I tried not to show it. I tried not to show. Oh, I'm worried. Am I going to make rent and utilities this month? So there is that. But again, this is your business, and you realize what you need to put into it as an investment and what you need to do. So I would, you know, start easy. Start with the initial getting fingerprinting, getting ink fingerprinting certified, and then the mobile fingerprinting certified. So you can do that, and then you're able to get going. You have to invest, you know, in ink cards, in ink, in a fingerprint table, things like that. But that's a moderate investment
True.
compared if you were going to start a franchise like a McDonald's or a Chick-fil-A or a UPS store, anything like that. The investment is far less, like JW mentioned, is far less um, than doing that. But you have the other aspects. You know, you have to pay for a website. You have to pay to get on Google. You have to pay to get on Yelp, things like that. But you need to look into that and so you can be found, so you can start your business, and don't expect everything to fall in your lap. Uh,
True. Ain't that the truth?
don't expect, oh, I'm going to land a big client. Oh, all these people are just going to flock to me to get fingerprinted. But remember, if you're not seen, they're not going to flock to you. Okay, so
You
the
guys
big
missed
part,
that when they just said. You should be writing that down.
yeah. So the big part is like I was mentioning. I mean, even though I've been doing this for 3 years, JW is helping me now with the marketing aspect. I still want to market better. You can always market better, and I still want to be market better. I mean, there's so many untapped clients out there that I haven't even hit. I mean, I hit law firms. I already have clients with that and healthcare, things like that. But there are other aspects of the fingerprinting business that I would love to tap into, like the real estate. There are constantly people now changing careers and becoming real estate people, and
You're right.
they all need fingerprinting to get their new careers going. Also, the medical field. There are so many nurses and doctors that are coming up that they all need fingerprinting.
Let me stop you for a second. Just jump in for a second. He just mentioned, folks, real estate and medical. More physicians, more nurses, more folks in the medical field, a lot more folks not jumping into real estate business. They may have fears, but they're crossing over into these new fields, which is also their fear crossing over the new fields is bringing revenue for those in the fingerprinting business. So if you have a fear of taking steps forward, look around you. People are already doing it, and their fear causing them to move forward in different things might bring more revenue to you. So why are you trying to figure out what to do next? Well, I'm scared. These folks becoming physicians, lawyers, notaries, real estate agents, they have fear of passing and failing that test the first time. They have fears. Believe me, they have fears. They have fears of buying and selling their first house. They have fears, but you know what? That real estate agent is going to show up anyway, get that commission. I'm scared to sell my first. I'm not sure what to say or what to do. But you know what? When they sell their first house, they have no fear in catching that check. I promise you that. So your fear, use it to where it gets you ahead, And I got one, let me share this with everybody out there, just to come put this in a closing way right here. We've been going on for quite some time now, which is good, which is very good. But I need to share this with everybody. Isn't it more scary not getting started and having nothing else in place to fall on? Or is it the fear you want your family to have or experience the rest of their life? Which worse? You want to be in a position where you lost your job, then all of a sudden now you get this new fear. Some matter of fact, back up right now, businesses are going sideways. Businesses are shutting down. People are losing their job. Isn't it more scary if you're not getting started right now and having nothing in place to fall on? Or is it the fear you want your family to experience and live by? Do you want to have your fear right now and live by that, having nothing at all? So what's worse? Having the fear and taking action, or sharing your fear and having no game plan, things go sideways, now your fear is now share it with your family. Which one do you prefer to have? I choose to protect the family. I choose to accept the fear, move forward, deal with the issues at hand, and keep moving forward. Don't just put my head back in the sand. Take action. Now, this is supposed to be about fingerprinting businesses. You can use for any type of business out there. But for those who want to do fingerprinting businesses, start your own business or start your own organization, have multiple locations, quit finding excuses, move forward, look at your family, lead by example, and show results. You can stay busy finding fears, or you can be productive and produce opportunities and get paid. Choice is yours. If you choose to stay busy and keep finding fears, don't call us. Don't contact us. We're not for you. We're here to help those who want to grow themselves in their organization. But we want someone to cry on all the time, not on these shoulders. It's not for that. I'm here to move forward. Just the best way to put it. I'm here to move forward and help people, like Warren said, get the joy behind it, seeing them taking care of their family, using a reasons to get ahead, not excuses to fall back all the time. Things will happen, but year after year after year, you got to realize your business is you. So you have to stand up, be recognized, move forward, and make it work. Warren changes this game all the time. He's on top of it. Do the same thing. Let me summarize about how I feel like it, how I feel. You're not going to roll with me unless you up your thermostat. You have to stay uncomfortable. You have to stay fluid. You just don't be rigid, because if this is the case, the business is not for you. When COVID-19 came about, those who stayed open in fingerprinting had to change up certain things to make a better service for the customers. Things had to change. And this is just the truth. You have to stay flexible. You have to make it work. That's my 2 cents for this right now. I just want people to be aware of what's going on. Oh, you got a fan up there for skip tracing, by the way. You have to think outside the box. And another thing is, this is very important. You have to get uncomfortable. Anything, Warren?
TJ, you can definitely get certified in skip tracing. I actually did 2 of them yesterday. I had to do 2 skip traces yesterday. But yes, just try to get over that fear of starting and accept what you have to invest and know what you have to get into to make it work. And then, like JD said, it's you. It's what you get out of it. It's like having a dog. Does what you do, what you train it to do. And if a dog doesn't sit, it's because you didn't train it to sit. If a dog jumps up on your people, the counter, it's because you didn't train it to not do that. So I would look into that. You can always ask me any questions if you want. I can leave you my email.
No.
Okay.
I promise you'll be bombarded with a whole bunch of emails of everybody's issues. They contact us, go that chain of thing right there, because I know we all have big hearts and stuff like that. But you're not just talking to TJ. I make sure she'll get you information because she's a member of the association, but not to the public. I promise you'll be bombarded with all these other spams and everything that's out there trying to sell you the moon and everything else. So no. I'm telling you, I have to save it for there right there. That's the type of marketing you don't want to do.
Okay.
But I have a couple of questions, folks, out there. And this is going to be question number 1. What do you need to do right now to grow or start a successful live scan business or even an ink card fingerprinting business? What do you do? What do you need to do right now? Contact the association. That's the best way to put it. But you have to be aware of that. What you're going to do right now to move forward. Oh, I have to jump back to this one here. TJ got you right there. You almost set yourself up, Warren. She got your back. She got your back. But I'll make sure she'll reach out to you, though. She's a good person. She's out there. Question number 2. What will you do to up your thermostat and raise your standards? What you can do to step up your game? What are you going to do? For those who think about who decided now to move forward, what you're going to do? What steps you're going to take? What steps do you have in place? And finally, question number 3. What's the most important habit that you need to improve on right now? And sometimes, like Warren was reflecting to a few minutes ago, your habits, your actions spins off on your organization. Even your pets will pick up on your action, your habits too. If you don't discipline your pets the right way, you got bad habits in training an animal. When you work with your team and your organization, if you don't train them the right way, you don't provide the right information, you're setting a bad standard for them. If they see you slacking off at the office all the time, they're going to do the same thing. You lead by example. This is your organization. This is your organization. This is very important there. And she get the knowledge. Take NLSA. I'm gonna do this for TJ. This is for her, and she's right. Get the knowledge. You need to invest in yourself and also invest in your business. She took that, man. I'm gonna give it. Go ahead. Go ahead. We got some folks out there jumping from time to time. They're out there. And they always give us good information too. We got some good memberships out there too. So I do appreciate that out there. I do value you guys inputting in your what you're about to organization too. Hey guys, it's going on now. Very long period of time. It's been an hour. One of the longest sessions we had thus so far. But this is very important. The fear of starting a LiveScan business is because of what you make it to be. That's the best we can put it. Is what you make it to be. The best we could do for them. I had to put you muted for a Warren. I'm not sure what happened there, man. Hold on for a second. I think you got yourself muted, or did I do it? I think I did it there. Let's go back. Anyway, Warren, I put you on mute. I'm in the session anyway, guys. I clicked the wrong button for Warren. Oh, there he is. Good. All right, he's back now. Warren, any closing thoughts before I end the session here?
No, I wanted to wish everybody good luck, and knowing that you all can succeed. So
take that action. Get started yesterday. Well, folks, my name is JW with the National LiveScan Association. I am the coolest technician over here in this part of the woods. Warren, his neighborhood is the coolest over there. We got some cool folks also online with us too. If you have any questions, please reach out to us and get started yesterday. If you got any fears, any unknowns, any weakness in your stomach, fix it. Make it work. Move forward and take immediate action. The best way to move forward is to stand up. That's the best way to move forward, is start standing up and use that energy towards your advantage. Let's see here. For the next LiveScan.Cafe show, just go ahead and RSVP at LiveScan.Cafe. It'll give you weekly reminders, updates as you register or RSVP for upcoming events there. I do want to thank everybody out there, and Warren told everybody out there, good luck. So once again, good luck for folks out there. We're the National Life Association. In closing, I'm going to say, be safe, have fun, get in trouble, but don't get caught. I had to change my up because my friend Whitney shared that with me there. I tried to modify it. But guys, take care. Take care. Peace out there. Take care, Warren.
All right. Bye.